Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball.
This week, come out to the ballpark as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park for a homestand on June 10th. For a 5-game series as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. Individual game tickets start at just $12.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats. Cats and Cosby, entertaining and informative
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
A revolution in Newark, New Jersey? Who are these people being arrested? I understand that most of the people being arrested are not from New Jersey. Where are they from? Who is paying them? Rita, what do you hear?
Well, that's the big question, John. Exactly. Who's funding them? Because they all come in their outfits. And one of the things I saw earlier, there's this independent journalist. We've heard a lot about him, Nick Sorter. He was one of the guys who went to Minneapolis that blew the scam on the fraud over there. And he went there and he said he saw boxes of stuff coming in on trucks that had helmets, that had like knee pads.
Riot gear.
Riot gear. Exactly.
Who is supplying that to the rioters?
Right. And that's
who is paying for it? Let's go to George Venizelos, former FBI for 27 years, 25 years, 4 years in charge of New York City. George, and we also have Judge Weinberg here. What the heck is going on?
Well, this is a real big problem. They're anarchists. That's what they are. They're anarchists. This is almost becoming a form of domestic terrorism.
It is. I believe it is a form.
And they really have to start. The best thing that's happening is they're starting to arrest people. When you arrest people, you identify people, and you start your intelligence. And who are these people?
So, George,
who's paying these
I have
people?
a question for you, George, because John brings up a great point that, yes, there have been people arrested, but so far as we know, like over the weekend, I was watching the scenes. I mean, it was like a war zone, like a revolution, like we were talking about. But yet it looks like they only arrested, it's like 6 people, 5 of them from out of state. There were like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds. Where are the rest of them? Why are they not being arrested?
And who is providing all this equipment here to the demonstrators?
Right. To undermine.
They have to investigate it like it's an organization, which it is. This is organized.
Yes.
This is very organized, very well funded, and it's undermining our country.
And you know what's happening?
It's terrorism.
All the major networks, this is an orchestra. This is a play being put on. Somebody is paying for this play to be put on, and you have all the major networks playing the play for free.
Yeah, and this is
different.
The
networks are not charging money and say, "Yo, you want us to advertise your protest?"
It's worse.
That's a great point, John.
It's worse than that. You have the Democratic politicians, whether the local, state, or federal, coming out.
Senator Kim. Nobody even knows who he is.
Nor should they. And the new governor, and the new governor of New Jersey, they encourage these rioters, these insurrectionists, and they're not being held accountable.
They are there stirring the pot.
Exactly right.
And if they're stirring the pot for American citizens, I can understand. They're stirring the pot. And I understand you have serious people there, murderers, drug dealers, et cetera, et cetera. You want me to send you a box of Kleenex, to cry over somebody, cry over the American poor. Cry over the American immigrants.
Why don't we cry against all the victims of their violence? Right. These girls get murdered on trains, minding their own business. The girls are being tortured and raped by these people. Where's the sympathy for them?
You know, it's disgusting. One of the things, too, that they've talked about is, they're not getting appropriate food. I saw the menu today. It looked like a really tasty menu.
It's not the Waldorf Astoria, folks.
Exactly.
If you don't like the food, stay where you came from.
Don't break the law.
Don't break the law.
Don't come here illegally.
Exactly.
And don't break the law when you're here.
Right.
And that's the point, too, George and Judge and John, is that they keep coming out and saying, here are some of the people that are inside, the murderers, the rapists, the this, and yet they're out there protesting about their rights. And excuse me, why were they not doing it about, what about the 400,000 missing kids that were missing under Joe Biden? Somehow they weren't complaining about that, but they're complaining about a double murderer.
And let's be honest here. This is not a protest. This is almost, they're going there with riot gear.
This is a play. Somebody's putting on the play.
They're trying to encourage violence.
The American
They're
people.
encouraging violence.
In all the channels, all the major channels, whether it's ABC, CBS, NBC, they're all carrying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all carrying it. And you know what's sad, John? They're also carrying the water for them. Right. That's what's sad, because if you look at some of the protests on some of them, they're like, oh, it's getting a little out of hand. A little out of hand? I mean, that's a lot out of hand.
Do you remember the BLM riot?
And they're also, exactly.
Mostly peaceful?
Yes.
You were watching the reporters standing there as the place was burning down?
Exactly. And that's exactly the thing. They're sitting there saying, oh, well, they're here because they're upset about the food. They're not getting this. And then you see them coming out and saying, it's fine. It's fine. Here's what we're doing. Here's where it's going. You've seen the DHS come out. DHS says not only are they getting 3 square meals a day, they say they have a 24-hour nutritionist. They have dental care. Right. They have. That sounds like a pretty nice setup. And I can't wait, because later on today, you guys, we're going to be talking in this hour with Congressman Jeff Van Drew. He just toured the facility, so we'll get a firsthand observance from him on what he's really seeing inside.
Get the real story out. They're trying to create a story. What they're doing.
Absolutely.
And they are, wait a second, not trying to create, they've created a story.
Yes.
Well,
and it's on all the major channels.
Yeah, they are dominating the news, John, to your point, 100%. By the way, the other big story that's also dominating the news, you guys, is also the story of Graham Plattner. He is the U.S. Senate candidate for the Democrats from Maine. The primary's coming up next week, but it's pretty much a done deal. He's going to get it. But the latest is this guy, first of all, he's got a Nazi tattoo. He says that women essentially that are raped deserve it. He went after police. He also went after fellow veterans. And now the latest is his wife, it turns out, according to all these reports, came forward and said, hey, we may have a problem. His new wife, by the way, they haven't been married that long. And she said, while we were married, he was sexting a number of women.
Wait. What's the word sexting mean?
There could be a verb.
Is that texting sex?
Yeah, sort of, right? Depends on the version, right? I mean,
the new generation of sex.
Yeah, you could be showing yourself, or you could be saying something that would be showing yourself, I guess. How's that for?
Or both.
Yeah, what do you think? Or both, right.
How many women was he doing that to?
Well, apparently, Judge 12.
They admit to 6. But there could be more than 12. Maybe it's a baker's dozen, because with 12, you get one free.
Yeah, you get one free. Right.
Why would anybody vote for this guy?
So even The View today, we were just talking, The View, which has stood with him and said, Trump is, even today, The View said, this guy may be damaged goods. Yeah. You think?
Yeah. Exactly.
I would say the Nazi tattoo should have disqualified him.
From New Jersey saying, well, what's most important is that we stop Trump. So if you have to vote for this piece of garbage, it's okay. Back this piece of garbage.
Yeah, isn't that sad? What a sad awful testament that is to the Democratic Party.
The Democratic Party has sold out its soul for political power.
Yeah, it sure has. Boy, oh boy.
In this 25th anniversary year of September 11th, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation continues to honor America's heroes. Heroes like Fire Lieutenant Michael Wells, who was inspired by 9/11 to serve his community. After 14 dedicated years of service, he lost his battle with occupational cancer, leaving behind his wife, Katie, and their 3 children. Tunnel to Towers honored Lieutenant Wells by paying off the family's mortgage in recognition of his sacrifices. Donate $11 monthly and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org.